everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Denisa.
And I'm Andrea. Thank you for joining us again. So what we're filming today is kind of a little bit more of a laid back video, a little bit more chill, more fun, and it's going to be a get ready with us. And during this video, we're also going to be incorporating our favorite products and kind of talking about what we love to use on a daily basis.
Yeah, so if you guys want to see how we get ready together, then just keep watching.
Bye!
Alright, so before I do my makeup, I always like to moisturize, and I use the Nivea Soft Moisture Cream. This helps my makeup stay on a lot longer, and I'm always using this before my makeup.
And I moisturize as well because that's very important, and I'm just using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I like it because it's a gel, so it's not as heavy on my skin.
I always like to spritz this Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray. It has like aloe, herbs, and rose water. I got this for Christmas, and I feel like it's so hydrating, and I think it's also spraying something on your face, and it feels so good.
So the next step that I do is I use a primer, and currently I'm loving the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. It's a moisturizer and a primer in one.
That feels so good, and it leaves like a tacky base on your skin. It feels really good.
That's it.
It does. So I don't do primer just yet. I like to do that kind of like skincare routine, and then I tightline my eyes and I do eyeliner.
Make sure when you're moisturizing your skin you really get underneath your eyes, because especially for me, my under eyes are extremely dry, and it also makes your makeup and your concealer look very flawless when you have hydrated under eyes. Otherwise it's going to crease. And I as well like to spray my face with this primer water from Smashbox before I start my foundation. It's just really refreshing, and I don't know if it actually helps keep your makeup on longer, but pretend that it does.
Yeah, it's all about the novelty of spraying something on your face. Stop shaking. You don't need to shake it that much.
I think I'm just gonna leave that before I F it up.
I feel like I'm doing a real thick eyeliner today.
Let me see. You work it.
We're doing it. So I just messed up some of my eyeliner, so usually I just take a little concealer brush like this, and if I don't have my foundation done already, I'll just dip it in like the makeup wipe so it gets that solution on there, and I just tidy it up where I feel like I need to. I used to do this with Q-tips, but I found it wasn't precise enough, so this is a trick. When gluing on eyelashes, I know we both like this Duo eyelash glue. It's the one that dries black.
What? So this was my attempt at one.
Let me see. What happened?
I tried to use this brush.
Well, it's supposed to be for small mistakes. Like, I don't know what you were doing. Oh no. For lashes today, I'm going to be using the Christina #WSP lashes. I got these on Amazon, and we're going to see how they work today. So, and while that lash glue dries, I'm just going to prime my face with the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot Primer. I got this from either Target or Ulta. It's kind of more expensive for a drugstore primer, but
it's totally worth the money because it's a really awesome primer, and it leaves your face matte, and it's also very tacky, which I love because I feel like my makeup really sticks to it after I apply it.
yeah, I do think it's pretty tacky.
So I have eyelash extensions right now. That's why I'm having a hard time with my eyeliner, because they're getting in the way, so they're getting all over my lashes, and it's hard to get it close to the lash line.
Otherwise, eyelash extensions are really convenient and nice, but for doing looks like these, which is usually what we gravitate towards when we're getting ready, eyelash extensions are really hard to work around. Like, putting lashes on them, first off, is difficult, and it looks so bad, in my opinion, which is why sometimes it's a blessing when they start falling off.
Yeah, like on this eye, a lot of them have already fallen off, but on this eye I still have quite a few.
Alright guys, so we have a verdict. I do not like these lashes. I just got a freaking 6-pack of them. It literally looks like there's nothing there. Like, I'm so confused. What a freaking bummer.
Okay, well, I was going to use the same exact lash, but we'll avoid that.
That was a disaster.
So I'm going to use my favorite Kiss lashes in Peony.
I know you hate saying that.
What is it? Peony?
I think it's peony. It's a flower.
It's a flower.
I'm using the same ones, but I've worn mine before, so I don't have the box. I'll just use that. So nice and fresh. Mine are like crusty and old.
Just the way she likes them.
Yeah.
I just put my lash glue directly on the lash and then let it dry that way.
Because she's unoriginal.
We put on our lashes like you saw us doing before, so now we're just going to coat them with some mascara and move on to the rest of our makeup.
Yeah, and to do that, you don't really need any special kind of mascaras just to get them black and to kind of stick to your lashes. I use the L'Oreal Voluminous Original mascara. Just in black, so I'm gonna coat them really quick, and then I'm gonna press them together, like pinch them, so they appear more cohesive.
Yeah, and I'm just using the Benefit Roller Lash. It's just the one that I have in my bag right now, and I'm just gonna use my tweezers and kind of push them together.
Alrighty, now that that's done and I already primed my face, so I'm just going to move on to foundation. And I usually like being really tan, and right now I'm pretty pale, so it's not my favorite. I am using the Infallible Pro Matte Foundation from L'Oreal Paris. This is in the shade 102 Shell Beige. Looks like that. And I'm going to apply a couple dollops on my beauty blender. I'm just going to work that in and add more if I need it.
And since I already finished putting on the mascara and coating my lashes, I'm going to move on to foundation as well. I already primed, as you saw earlier, so I'm just going to respray my face a little bit. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation 202 Creamy Natural. And this is my go-to foundation. It's inexpensive, it's from the drugstore, and I love the way it makes my skin look. So, my beauty blender is already dry.
I used to use a dry beauty blender. Like, I used to not even get it wet, like stiff, like straight from the box. I wouldn't even do anything to it, like before I would put on my foundation. I remember people were like, you have to get it damp, and I'd be like, what are you talking about? And now, like, sometimes if I'm in a rush, I'll like put concealer on, just like in some quick spots if I'm on the go and I need some coverage. And I have to use like my dry beauty blender, and I don't know how I did it before because it's like...
It definitely makes a difference on how your foundation applies, I think.
I think so. Look how good your skin looks.
Thank you.
Can I use some of that?
Yeah, I told you, the Pro Glow looks way better than the matte one.
Not on me, because my problem is with the Pro Glow, like, it gets cakey around here. I get so oily around my nose.
Looks kind of cakey.
Well, because I haven't put anything there yet. I get really cakey around my nose, and I feel like maybe I'm just wearing it for too long. I don't know, but it does not look good on my, like, around my mouth and, like, on the base of my nose.
Yeah, I have problems with my foundation sticking to my nose. It's so strange. My favorite concealer at the moment is this Maybelline Instant Age Wand.
Like, what did you say?
Did I say
Angel Wand?
No.
You said Angel Wand or something like that.
I can't talk today, clearly, but it's this Instant Age rewind.
There you go. Oh my gosh. You said like angel wine.
Anyway, it looks like this. And I really like this because it's moisturizing under the eyes, and my under eyes are extremely dry. And my other favorite concealer is the Maybelline Fit Me, which looks really good, but it actually is a little bit more dry than this one, so I've been using this one.
For concealer, I'm also using the Maybelline Fit Me. This is in the shade 15, Fair Claire.
I need to go get this wet.
And I like to put a little concealer on my eyelids while I'm blending this all out, just to conceal the veins. And I blended that all out, so I'm using the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. Looks like this, also from the drugstore. This is in translucent. I like this one because I swear it makes you look like a cloud, like you look so soft. It even says on the back, it promotes, I don't know what it means.
Who doesn't want to look like a cloud, basically?
It gives you a cloud-like finish, they claim, and I honestly couldn't agree more. Makes me look like so soft and poreless. I'm all about a cloud-like finish.
And I'm just blending out my concealer, and I'm also going to go in with the same powder. I'm just going to dust it underneath my eyes really quick and basically do exactly what she's doing.
I feel like I let this bake a little. I usually use my damp beauty blender and like really push it into the skin. I don't like drag it along my face. I push it in, but I use quite a bit because I want it to bake. I do it around my smile lines, my chin. That was a whole lot. I was not intending that. And then on my forehead because I have the worst forehead wrinkles. Nothing I can do about it. But applying powder I feel like helps a little bit. So while this is baking, I do my bottom mascara.
We use the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and it's amazing.
I like it. I find that when I'm tan in the summer, this doesn't work for me. Like this is pretty much the shade of my skin in the summer. I get this dark, but right now it's really nice.
And I am just going to line my bottom lashes with, line my bottom lid with some eyeliner and then coat them in mascara.
I'm adding a bunch of bronzer because I like to pretend that I'm tanner than I really am. There's that. Next for me is blush. I use the Flower Beauty Flower Pot in Peach Primrose. It's this nice salmon color. Looks like that. I don't really know if the camera's picking up how bright it is, but I've been using this for a couple months now non-stop and I really like it. I'm just starting in the apples on my cheeks and pushing it back. And I do this all while I have my bake on, so then when I take a stippling brush and dust all the powder away, everything kind of blends nicely and it just looks seamless and a little bit more diffused.
And I coated my bottom lashes, so now I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush like this, and I'm just going to dip back into that air spun powder that we used and just kind of blend everything out so my entire face is set, and we set that foundation and the concealer so that when you go on with your bronzer and your blush and your highlighter, everything is smooth and seamless, and like your bronzer and your highlight doesn't stick to your foundation. You can blend it out a lot easier and make everything look perfect. Just going into the bronzer as well. And I'm just gonna bronze my cheeks.
Now that that's done, I just take a little blending brush to contour my nose, and I'm gonna come over there and dip in that butter bronzer as well, tap it off, and then just very lightly contour my nose. Nothing crazy, I just want that shadow to be there because my face is so bronzed up right now. I think not doing my nose looks a little plain and I want a bit of a shadow there. So just kind of messily doing that, doesn't have to be perfect.
I'm just going around the perimeter of my face and bronzing my forehead a little bit, my temple area, and around my chin. Just to make everything balanced when you're looking forward, so you don't just have bronzer here and here. You want to make sure everything's even.
So pretty. Do you know what highlighter you're gonna use?
Isn't that the question?
I think we both kind of gravitate towards this Smashbox highlighter that Casey collaborated with. Casey Holmes collaborated with Smashbox on. I really like that one. This first shade, it's called Turn It On. This is the Pearl palette, by the way.
Yeah, so that one looks really, really nice on. That's the one that we both have been using because we're so fair at the moment. But in the summertime, like, you can use the other two once you kind of darken up a little bit. And sometimes we even mix the two.
Yeah.
Right here.
That's a really good look, but how we said, this light one is flattering when you're not as dark. So I'm gonna dip primarily into the first one right here. Then I'm also gonna dip into this one, kind of tap it off a little, and just very lightly. I don't want to do anything crazy today. And then dip in those two shades again.
Going to apply some blush really quick, and I'm just going to use this Essence blush. This was very inexpensive. I got this from Ulta for I think $2.99, and it's an amazing color. It's like this mauve-y pink, and it's in the shade Satin Love. So I'm just going to use the same brush that I bronzed with. Just put a little bit on there.
I added some highlighter in my nose, and I kind of like adding a little dot on the tip of my nose. I think it's cute and I like how that looks, so I kind of brought down the highlighter quite a bit.
I'm just going to highlight really quick, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills collab with Amrezy, and it's this gold.
So pretty.
Gold highlight. Really, really pretty. I just got this from Sephora. I think it was $28, but it's a huge pan. This will literally last you your entire life.
Probably. For eyebrows, I've been kind of going back and forth, like between pomades and things like that, but right now I've been sticking with eyeshadows. So lately I've been using eyeshadows, and I got this at Ulta, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Brow Powder Duo. This is in Granite since my roots are still so dark.
Now we're gonna move on to brows, which is also my least favorite because I got no brows. And I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and this is in Granite. I kind of go back and forth between a pencil and then a shadow. Like
yeah,
she's
you
doing.
use this sometimes.
Yeah. Whatever I'm feeling.
Okay, and for brow mascara to set them in place, I'm going to use the NYX mascara. This is a tinted brow mascara. It's not clear. Got this at Target. It was pretty cheap. It does the job. I do feel like my eyebrow hairs kind of stray throughout the day, so I just lightly brush through them. Okie dokie, so last but not least is lips, and I have this NYX lip liner. It's in the shade Nude Pink. I really like the color of this, but it's super drying, which I don't really like it, and it's a wood pencil, which is why I feel like it is so drying. But I use it anyways because the color is what gives me life, so.
And I'm just going to set my brows in place. I have the Benefit Give Me Brow in the number 3. So this just kind of gives your brows like some highlights, and it makes them look a little bit more natural than just you filling them in.
So I didn't really do much with the lip liner. Typically, I don't add too much like lipstick or lip liner or anything like that to my lips just because I go for something more natural. And here I have the Benefit Go-Go tint. This is kind of a strange product, but you could use it for like blush, and it gives you this really nice natural pink tint. That's what I go for on a day-to-day basis. I think that looks natural and feminine and pretty. And then I just go in with the Carmex Classic Lip Balm. It gives you a nice shine, so I think it's really pretty.
And I'm just gonna go in with the NYX lip liner as well. Okay guys, so this is the completed look, and we hope that you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks for getting ready with us. We had so much fun filming this, and subscribe to our channel down below, and we will see you next time. Bye!
Stop saying that you're gonna do all this stuff and then you like tap me because then you changed your mind. Like you said that you were supposed to say, and we're gonna be showing you guys our favorite products. I thought you wanted to say that. You've been saying that for the past 3 takes. All right, decide what you want to do. Oh right, I'm gonna say it. Say the products thing, and I'll do the closing out. Okay. 10 minutes of a fucking outro.
Maybe can we do it one more time? You saw it, and even the other ones I said swallow or tips and tricks, so I just want to be really good. Hi everyone. Mom, we're freaking filming. You can't open the door.
Gotta love the Banco de man. Banco de our life.